Here when we do the maintenance, we want to keep the bushes trimmed from the neighbor's side and lined up with the wall, so don't let the neighbor's bushes grow over. And then both of these bushes keep the same height, and we can keep doing them like we've done. We kind of did them square with rounded corners, both the same. Then we're going to have a yellow lantana here. That has room, it can just grow out. We can trim it when it needs it. The oak tree, we can let it get bigger and just only natural trim the long ones, so keep a nice natural shape. These two sages over here are not on our property, those are on the neighbors, but this big bush is, so we want to shape it, keep it rounded, and then don't let it overgrow on this side onto the neighbors, so keep it in line. These sagos, we can kind of just keep a medium on those, not real full, not real skinny. Kind of keep the bottoms cleaned up. This Bajarelia, just keep it shaped. Cassia, same thing here, shaped. Doesn't have to get real big, 4 foot. This one here, 3.5 foot. We can continue on with the same shape they've been shaped before. Need to always check the water goods, spray for weeds. Okay, there's gonna be a sage over here. We want to keep that about 5 foot. Keep it shaped and keep it away from the wall. I'd say about 5 foot. The lemon, we want it to not overgrow too big, so we can use the pole pruner or the hedge trimmer. He does like fruit, so when it's young, we'll just use the pole pruner, and maybe when it gets older, we'll have to use the trimmer, but try not to let it overgrow too much so that it's a lot bigger. It probably will always be a little bit bigger than this tree, but still I don't want it to like go crazy. We want space to walk between the two trees and the wall. These bottle brush, we'll just want to use lopper. Let them get, don't ever use the trimmer on those. Let them get about 2.5 feet tall. And we're gonna put a fire stick here. I don't want to let this fire stick get too big either, about 3 foot, so it's smaller than I want it smaller than the desert spoon. And don't let it get too fat either. Just use lopper on it when it needs it. This sage over here, we're gonna have another sage here. It can get the same, kind of the same size as that other sage. And when they come into the fall, maybe we could let them be a little more natural, so they, after September, so they're not real manicured all winter. And then the yellow bale, I was thinking of those as one hedge and let them get up to, about wall height eventually, but we'll have to trim them as they keep getting taller. But I would say about wall height. They're even maybe 1 block below the wall. So not super tall, but just one hedge, straight across the top, straight on the front, and around the corners. And then on the back, make sure to trim them so we can get behind there to blow. We need to always clean out everything good. And then this little fruit tree, he wants fruit, so just only natural trim it also. Don't use the trimmer, and let it keep getting a little bigger all the time. Need to always spray the weeds. If there's any question here, make sure to call me.